All right, so today I'm going to talk about rapid rescores. First of all, explain what they are, how it can affect your client, saving them thousands of dollars, and why not all lenders, why don't they all do it? So first of all, what is a rapid rescore? It's just the process utilized in the mortgage industry to quickly update and potentially improve a borrower's credit score. It involves just submitting some proof of recent positive credit behavior, such as paying off debts or resolving disputes to the credit bureaus. So for example, maybe somebody has $500 on a card. We have them actually pay it off. Now it's a zero balance. We submit a new updated statement or letter, and within a few days, that paying off that card down to zero can improve the score. And I'll show you what that might look like in an actual example. Now, these updates process much quicker than if you were to just pay that same $500 off and then rely on the credit company to then send that information off to TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. That can take a very long time to update the score. So that's why they call this a rapid rescore, because it's looked at and adjusted immediately. Now, why don't all lenders do rapid rescores? Simply put, they may not offer this because they cannot directly charge borrowers for this service. So a rapid rescore is something that I have to pay for up front. Okay, hopefully the score does go up just like it says it will, and then hopefully that borrower still does business with me. But rapid rescores, unlike other related fees, which lenders can typically pass on to borrowers, rapid rescoring fees cannot be directly billed to the borrower due to regulations governing permissible borrower paid charges. So consequently, lenders, other brokers may find it financially unfeasible to offer rapid rescoring as a standard service because they may not be able to recover the associated costs from the borrowers. I see it as a cost of doing business and doing the right type of business with clients. Obviously, I want buy-in from them and any realtor partners that I work with that they're going to most likely work with me on doing the loan. But in most cases, by improving their score, obviously they're very happy with the service already, and they tend to do the loan all the way through. Now let's just talk about how does the credit score impact the rate that goes to your borrower. Lenders have what they call credit buckets. They're not all the same exact buckets, depending on the lender's risk appetite or the loan product itself. But this is just an example of one of the larger lenders that I work with. And so what this shows is everybody from 660 to 679 falls into the same bucket. Okay, 680 to 699, 700 to 719, and so on. So if you're 660 to 679, your rate's going to be worse than the 780, or the cost for the rate will be worse. If you want to learn more about rates and how we come up with them and the cost for them, I have another training on that, but this is just a quick overview of how that works. Now let's look at how the rapid rescore works in a real life example. So when we pull a borrower's credit score, we not only get the Experian score, the TransUnion score, and the Equifax score here for these two borrowers, but we also get scores underneath. So how it works is if there's two co-borrowers, the lender is going to use the middle score of the bottom borrower. So in this case, the 757, but underneath that you can see plus 54. That means it's telling me that there's a good chance I can raise this score by 54 points. Well, in this example, we're talking about a jumbo loan. All right, so it could be a big difference from 757 to get them over 760, or even above that up into the 780 plus range. So what we do is we click this button that says Wayfinder, and it actually gives out a detailed instructions to me and the borrower and the likelihood that we can raise their score. So when we click that button, it's going to say we found a way to reach 780 or higher, which is going to put them 2 buckets better than where they're at currently with the 757. Okay, and you can see that it says it's 96% likely, so obviously most likely it'll happen. It's using only $823, so really a minuscule amount of money when you're talking about a jumbo loan. It's telling you that you would need to pay down 2 accounts and that it would happen very fast. So if you click on See Details, this is what it showed me for them to be able to do for instructions, they just needed to pay down their JP Morgan Chase Bank card from $4,795 to $4,127, and a Citibank card from $155 down to zero. Now you can see that we did the rescore here. Once they were completed, then we get the updated scores. So we go back, and now you can see that we raised the score from 757 to 792. So now the middle score is going to be the other borrower's 780. So now we're into the 780 plus bucket, which puts us into the highest category for credit. So how much can that save your clients? Well, the top one is the original loan estimate that went out, and then the bottom one is the new loan estimate that went out. So you can see when we first started with the 757 credit score for the same exact rate, the lender was going to charge 1.108 in loan discount points, which was $12,410. After we raised their score to 780, that same interest rate is now only $6,115.20. So that's a $6,294 savings to these borrowers, and it was really simple and quick. All right, now the rescore cost for me, it was $146.50. And this is why some lenders or brokers don't do rescores, is let's just say perhaps it didn't raise their score high enough. Obviously, it said 96% likelihood, so I'm willing to take that risk because it's very small and minuscule to me. But perhaps those borrowers, I raised their score, they maybe shop me, they maybe get a better, fees than what I presented, and they end up going with another lender. Potentially, that could happen. When I talk to my borrowers, I have many conversations with them. They feel very comfortable with me. I just feel confident in the fact that they want to do business with me, that I provide very competitive rates, and that it's the right thing to do for these people. And if they go off and they get a better deal, at least I know I still save them a bunch of money. And in most cases, it's just, like I said, a cost of doing business. But usually, instead, what I get is a great review from the clients. So I did get a 5-star review from Tommy and Shannon. In this process, they were able to buy a very nice home. And that's the whole point of this, is to make sure that we're doing right by the customer. So this is why, I work like this, to be able to get as many client reviews as possible so that more clients trust me and, my guidance to them, and so that more realtors trust me to be able to work with me and their clients to make sure that they know that they're putting their clients in the best position when it comes to buying their first home or their next home, and that they know that they're going to potentially get a 5-star review also, because I am giving that 5-star service. If you're the realtor working with me, I know that you're giving a 5-star service as well. Now, if you have questions about rapid rescores or other credit questions, any loan scenarios, perhaps you just want to get on the phone, talk about potentially doing some business together, you can definitely give me a call or shoot me a text, send me an email. I'd love to just sit down and see what you currently have going on with your business, any clients that you have that I might be able to help out with their credit, and just go through all the different ways that I position the clients to make sure that they're ready to buy when we hand them back off to you. So you don't, I'm not saying wasting your time, but that you're out there with people that are ready to buy and are approved to buy, and that know that they're in the best rate situation possible when it comes to their loan. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to you coming to the next training.